Hey everybody. Well, today is Wednesday, July the 4th. Happy Firecracker Day, everybody. Anyway, I wanted to let you know that we got home from Colorado. We were home for a day, and we turned around and went to Oklahoma to visit my son and his family. And my daughter-in-law has an amazing green thumb. What you're seeing here is all hot peppers. And so I'm trying to decide. I've got habanero, hot wax, jalapeno, Cajun bell, cayenne, musquero, I don't know, gong bao, and did I say cayenne, and poblano. Anyway, I'm not sure what to do with all of them, but my first goal is to make the hottest pepper jelly I can come up with. So I'll take you along. Okay guys, I can't remember if I mentioned, but my goal is to make the hottest pepper jelly I can. And it's kind of a running joke with a friend of mine. I make what I consider hot jelly for him every year, and he says, oh, it's not too hot. A little sweet, but it's not too hot. So I Googled all of the peppers that I have, and I found out that these gong bao, I think they're from Vietnam, were the hottest. And then the habanero and the cayenne. So I took the three hottest peppers that I have available to me. I have a food chopper. And by the way, if you work with any hot peppers at all, make sure you wear gloves. Your hands will burn for days. Do not, I repeat, do not touch your mouth, your eyes, or go to the bathroom, if you know what I mean. Because I've made the mistake of not wearing gloves, and you just can't get that heat out of your hands. I've done the vinegar trick, I've done it all, and it's just got to work its way out. So anyway, I'm going to start chopping these. I believe I need a total of either 5 or 6 cups of chopped peppers. Guys, I'm going to see if I can show you what I'm doing one-handed. And I've only got a glove on one hand. But I've got the smallest, I don't remember what this is called, Vidalia onion chopper, I think. I love it. The best 20 bucks I've ever spent after years and years and years of hand chopping vegetables. And for 20 bucks, it can't go wrong. I think I'm on my maybe 4th season. Here's the bigger sizes. This is the size I chop my green peppers and anything I want to dehydrate in, you know, pieces. I don't know, what is that, maybe 1/2 inch squares, if even that big. And these are little tiny, I think 1/4 inch. Right now I am chopping the cayenne peppers, and you just put the lid down. Okay, be careful, be ready. I pop it like that, it just seems to work better. And here's all my finely chopped up hot peppers. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this tray up. I'm going to be making at least 2 batches of as hot as I can get it. There may be different heat levels, just depends on how many peppers I end up with. And again, I'm taking you along for this mouth-burning experience. Alright guys, a little update here. Show you where I'm at. These are my habaneros that I got chopped up. These are my cayenne peppers I got chopped up. And these, I don't know how to pronounce them. Gong bao. They look like green beans, but they're not. One thing I forgot to mention, anytime that you're using hot peppers, most of the heat is in the membrane and the seeds. I'm definitely not seeding those. Those are too tiny. The cayenne, I seeded about 1/2 of them, and same with the habanero, I seeded about 1/2 of them, but they're too small. And again, my goal here is to make some extremely hot pepper jelly. I have got to come up with a recipe for my friend. Okay guys, I'll show you where I'm at now. Jelly is done in a water bath, and anytime you do any kind of water bath canning, everything needs to be sterilized. Your jars, your lids, everything you use needs to be sterilized. So the first thing that I'm doing here, and this is one reason I've gotten to where I prefer pressure canning, but I got this big canner full of water. I'm getting it heated up towards almost a boil. I have 5 cups of the chopped peppers, 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, and that white stuff on top, that powder, is pectin, a package of pectin. Now, I've also bought some in bulk that I'll be using, but thought I'd get rid of the packages. So you start by heating this all up, the pepper, the vinegar, and the pectin, bring it to a boil. And on the back of my stove, I have my lids for my jars that are, they say now you don't need to boil them, but I'm going to go ahead and bring them to near boil just to sterilize them. I did wash them in hot soapy water, but like I said, everything needs to be as sterile as possible and as hot as possible. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this to a boil. After you bring it to a boil, you add 5 cups of sugar. Okay, I've put my sugar in, my 5 cups, and now I've got to stir it back to a rolling boil, and you let it boil for 1 minute, and then we'll be ready to jar it up. Oh, that's turning into kind of a pretty green, isn't it? That'll look pretty. What we use this for is an appetizer. We pour the pepper jelly over cream cheese, or I've blended it in as a dip, cracker dip. And then I've read you can use it in some cooking, especially this hot stuff. You're doing Chinese stir fry. So I've got to turn this off, trying to keep up with the video, and the hot steam coming off of here is getting to be a little toasty. Alright guys, this is a rolling boil, and you need to boil it for 1 minute at this rolling boil, and then shut it off and immediately put it in the jars. Now there's going to be some foam on top of this that I'll have to skim off, and I'll see if I can show that to you. But my hand is getting very hot. So far it hasn't splattered up on me, but this steam is hot. I wanted to show you what it looked like before I start dipping it. What I did, some people say don't do it, some people say do it. I do whatever I want. Remember guys, I'm not an expert, so I'm just showing you how I do things. Anyway, I put about a teaspoon of butter in it, stirred it in, and that cuts the foam. Anyway, I'm going to start ladling it into jars. Okay guys, I put these in pint jars instead of half-pint jars for 2 reasons. The main one is I have more of these size jars than I do those little jelly jars. And for this really, really hot stuff, those people that I'm hoping they will actually, it's going to kind of be a challenge for some to see if they can eat it, so I'm sure they're going to share it with other people. So anyway, what you do, make sure you wipe the rims good with a wet cloth. I got a wet paper towel. I wiped the rims. And then I had my lids in a pan of hot water that I actually got too hot. I had it boiling, which isn't too hot. That sanitized them. I'm going to put my lids on. I'm going to put my screw bands on. And my plan now is I'm going to make another batch of this because I have enough of the really hot peppers for 2 batches, and then I'll process it. I'm going to put it in the canner with the hot water to keep it hot until I'm ready to process. Alright, I've got 7 pints in the canner, and you need to make sure there's at least 1.5 inches to 2 inches of water over the top of the jars. Then I'm going to put a lid back on it, and bring it back to a boil. And then you let it boil for 5 minutes and then take it out. You'll come back then. Well guys, I don't think I got my camera going quick enough. They've already done the ping, ping, ping. 6 pints of what I'm hoping is mouth burning, screaming for ice cream the next day, hot jelly. So, I guess I ought to take a picture of it and send it to my friend. Anyway, anybody got any ideas what else I can do with all those hot peppers? Wow, just wanted to show you what I got left. I think these are Anaheims, they're not marked. These say they're hot wax, poblano, mascaro, and it's my understanding that these are basically the same, just where they're grown different. And Cajun bell peppers, and then 2 bags of hot jalapeno. She also grew some of the, there's a name for them, I can't remember. Oh, and I've got 1 more full bag of cayenne peppers over there. I may dry those and make like cayenne powder, even though they're green. Anyway, anybody got any suggestions what I can do with my hot peppers? Probably will pickle some jalapenos. Give me ideas, guys. I'm going to try to get this uploaded probably tomorrow because I've got 2 more that need to go out today.